Hey guys, so it has been, there are rabbits running around the chicken yard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on camera. Let me try. Oh my goodness, they're like having a ball. There's 3 of them out there at least. Let me see if I can get close enough to show you this. There's another one back there coming towards us. That's 4 rabbits. Well, that was hilarious. They're still in there. I don't know if you can see them back there. Oh, package came. Well, as I was saying, been out here working a lot today. I was out in the garden. I got a lot of what needed to be weeded and mulched done. And then I had my egg meetup. Then I went to the cell phone store because I managed to break my cell phone the other day. Sitting here on the porch, it slipped out of my hands and it fell a whole 18 inches onto the concrete and just shattered. Even though it was in a case, even though it's supposed to be that super tough glass. Anyways, yes, so had to cash in that insurance that I have on it. And when I got home, I started mowing and I got all of the south pasture mowed. And so it's cooled down a little bit. I need to go and prune some tomato plants now. So I've talked before about how we put our cats up at night, the farm cats, Stumper and Nubs, and how as long as they'll let us, we're going to keep on doing that. Well, last night Stumper would not let us put her up. It was the first time we were not able to get her put up. She took off. We tried all we could to get her, and she was not having it. And she picked a heck of a night for it to be her first night out, because as we were cleaning up and getting ready to go in the house and go to bed, what do we hear back there in the woods? A whole pack of coyotes. So last night, well, technically this morning, about 3:30, I got woke up by an angry cat kind of sound. and it jolted me out of my sleep. And I laid there for a minute and I'm like, did something just get Stumper? And I listened, and then I got to thinking, did I just dream that? I have dreamt odd things, like someone knocking on the door, someone calling my name, and it wakes me up out of a dead sleep even though it was part of my dream. The dogs didn't bark. Nobody reacted. Hickory was laying there sound asleep. So then I got to thinking maybe I dreamt it. But then I thought, what if I didn't? So 3:30 in the morning, I'm out here looking for Stumper. And I saw her, she was fine, but she would not come near me again. She was afraid I was gonna put her up, but she was okay. So I went back to bed. Then of course I couldn't sleep. So, yes. We're gonna try and get her put up tonight. Nubs let us. He wasn't happy about it, but he let us. But Stumper, you know, I mean, I get it. She's a farm cat, but, you know, we love those critters. So, all right, I'm going to prune some tomatoes. I noticed a bunch of suckers as I was coming through here this morning. Got some right here. Suckers are these pieces that grow right in, like basically it's called the armpit of the plant. If you leave those suckers on the plant, it will divert some of the energy away from any of the fruit that is above it on the plant, closer to the top. So that's one reason you might want to remove them, but also those suckers, those are like a whole new plant. You can actually cut those off, stick them in water, and they will take root and you can grow a whole new plant from them. I actually have several in a dish of water that I plucked off the other day, and they're taking root, and I plan on sticking them in the ground. Now it's a little bright here, but I'm going to try and show you, block the light here. So right here you can see I've got some fruit budded right there, and then right here I have a sucker coming up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this sucker. It's small enough that I can just pinch this off and take it. Now if the sucker is small and you can just pinch it off, you just pinch it off. But if it's thicker, like if you missed it and it's gotten a little bit of size to it, you don't want to try and pull it off, because that can cause damage to the outside of the plant. It might actually tear. And so you take a set of these or some other little pruning tool and just snip it off, because you want to remove it, but you don't want to damage your plant. Now, unless of course you've got plenty of space and it's okay for your tomato plant to get super big and bushy, if you got the room for it, then by all means you can leave those suckers. It's gonna grow a whole big section of plant. But if you're trying to limit the size of your plant and trying to keep it pruned, then you want to go ahead and remove it. Now originally, when I first started pruning these away from my tomato plants, I had been told that they don't bear fruit, that they just grow foliage and it diverts energy away from your plant. However, I learned that that is not true. That is a misconception. They will produce fruit, and like I said, they'll produce a whole new plant. Tomato plants have a tendency to just go a little crazy and get top heavy. That's why we've got to stake them up, because naturally a tomato plant just wants to grow along the ground, and we kind of don't let them do that. So removing that sucker helps maintain the size of your plant. For me, the easiest way to find these offshoots, these suckers, is to start at the base of the plant and then just follow the stem all the way up, and then follow the branches and just kind of look. And for me, that's the easiest way to find them. I mean, you're probably still gonna miss some, but if you look every day, you got a better chance of not. She's watching the rabbits.